Imagine, if you will, a beautiful summer day. You are in your backyard. Maybe you're doing some gardening. Maybe picking vegetables from the vegetable garden. Maybe you're reading. Maybe you're playing a game of solitaire. Whatever it is, you're doing something. You hear a lot of commotion coming from outside of your backyard, from your neighbors, from out on the street. Talk of a goat man. The next thing you know, is that there is what is best described as an 8-foot tall albino gorilla with the hooves and horns of a goat and a skinny face grabbing at you. Frightening, isn't it? This is no hypothetical question. This is something that actually happened. On the street I live on, it's not uncommon for kids to be friends with each other, no matter the age difference. If there's something going on, well, a younger kid is certainly gonna go to an older kid to report it. In fact, on my street, not that I'm from my street, of course, now I'm just confusing you all, but oh, forget it. What am I doing? Let's just continue with this. On my street of residence, I'm considered the most reasonable kid there. Well, I'm not a kid anymore, but I certainly was considered the most reasonable, the most level-headed. In other words, the sanest. Most sane. So, when a friend of mine named Catherine Kane was assaulted by the goat man, I was informed of it immediately. Catherine's about a year younger than me. And let's just say that oh dear, what do we say? Well, I suppose I can only say the obvious. I'm protective of my friends. The goat man had not caused any serious harm to Catherine. She had been found unconscious, but was generally unharmed, uninjured. From what Catherine told us, the goat man did not even bring his axe. A double-bladed rusty thing, which I'm pretty grateful he didn't, because being on the receiving end of that would be more painful than it should be, because it's rusty. Have you ever been walking by a forest and suddenly felt some great feeling of fear overcome you? Have you ever walked by a forest when the day is incredibly overcast and the rain is coming, and you feel some half-human eyes staring right at you, and no matter how much you stare back into there, you cannot see them? That is something many kids from Border Town have felt. And it was the Goatman's assault of Catherine that definitely caused us to take action. Never more would we be feeling those half-human eyes staring at us. Action had to be took. And if the police were too frightened to make a move, because Lord knows there's stories of that monster having targeted the police all too often in the past, whenever they come by his forest, we knew it was up to us. It was up to us, just some kids, to put an end to the Goat Man.